just to pay this amount for that amount of views. Okay, the title pretty it's self-explanatory. I'm gonna keep calling this out. Keep giving my opinion on it as well. But okay, Instagram and TikTok are doing this. Both of them. They both want you to promote and buy views and shit. None of that is authentic growth. None of that is actually earned through just through the normal algorithm, enabled for it to just jump where it's supposed to jump and travel throughout however it's supposed to travel to the web and everything, depending on who is seeing and watching your videos and clicking on your videos or clicking on your shorts or clicking on your TikToks and stuff. And seeing all this, I would have got a screenshot of the one on Instagram, but every time I'm scrolling, I get it and I get it, and I didn't even think about jumping on that one and taking the screenshot to share it to you guys. But the way this is, it's ridiculous, but that these apps are wanting you just to buy those kind of things to cheat the system and just bypass everything that's supposed to represent what hard work and growth is when you use these platforms that they're intended for. It doesn't make any sense to me that they want you to do this. I mean, that's about the equivalent of going and buying bots on whatever bot platform you can buy, like almost like you got a generated bot farm and shit. Send bots to people's channels and shit. You link up their channel name and everything through the link, and it goes right there and it infiltrates likes, comments, views, comments, dislikes, subscribers. It's almost like with TikTok and Instagram, you can buy all those, and you can probably send bots to people's pages. I mean, I already know that TikTok has its own little system. It creates its own little bots and sends them to people's channels. I used to get infiltrated by a lot of them. If it wasn't for my buddy Brad, had told me all that time ago. I wish I knew what happened to that dude. I hope he's doing all right. Good dude, pretty smart. But I just it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense to me that people have to go to this kind of links to do this type of thing, and the apps are suggesting this. What happened to authenticity? What happened? What happened to the growth? What happened to the consistently building something that matters on any platform? Oh, I appreciate that. I'm trying to. But different topic for another day. But but it just blows my mind that they want you to go to the links just to spend money to buy this. That's not genuine growth. That's not authenticity growth. Like, just enable to get in the algorithm so you're getting your content out there so people will see it, click on it, watch it, view it for 30 seconds, still build your watch time and everything. It just doesn't make any sense to me, though, to why they want you to go to that link, because that's so stupid to spend that amount of money just to get that amount of views. Like, YouTube has changed a lot too. Even though I'm sure before long they're gonna start saying, "Hey, if you promote or do this, we'll get you some views and stuff. You just do this money." That just either seems like a scam, or it just seems like another way just to cheat the system without actually putting in the work. I'm so sick and tired of this. And another thing, all these grifters out here that are saying, "Give me gifts, give me gifts, give me gifts." The same thing that I've always saw on YouTube for myself and people I know. I've watched from in the shadows. I've observed with my own two eyes. I'm sick and tired of all these god darn grifters. Y'all give me money, give me money, give me money, do this, we give me money, we'll do this for you, we'll do this for you. No freaking authenticity. Enable for people to give and donate money that is usually on their own free will of choice. You can't just give me money, I'll do this, I'll do. That is not how this shit works. People donate money because they like your content, they like you as a person, and they like who you are. Not just because, give me. When are people going to realize that this is the crazy thing that money makes people do and act when it goes goofy in their head? Because nothing's authentic, nothing's genuine, nothing's real. And most of the time when people are doing that, most of the time it's either them playing a character or they're not being who they are. It just doesn't make any sense to why there are so many amounts of people on TikTok, YouTube doing this. I haven't seen it on Instagram yet, but I'm sure it's out there somewhere in the dark with all these bigger creators. I just have to eventually kind of observe and look, then eventually talk about it. I'm just so sick and tired of just seeing all that other stuff too. I mean, hell, people are so desperate just to grow a channel, they go and buy bots. But the thing is, those bots you buy, they're not authentic people. They're not really helping your growth when there's no there's no interaction with anything. Unless you want to just sit there and buy those bots, type them to do the unless you want to just sit there and type them to say certain comments as you just put them in any little video or any little thing, just put the link in and it just sends them right there. How do I know? It's because somebody explained this to me. I don't know how to access all that garbage. I don't want to mess with that garbage. I don't care to mess with that garbage. It probably took me to get to where I am when I started TikTok in 2020 and when I started seeing that YouTube started doing shorts, I started to kind of jump on and I started to see that TikTok had the same concept. Guess what I did? I jumped on the trendy train and see where it ran, and I jumped on it and I started posting those videos on my channel, and it blew my channel up a little bit. Enough to reach some of the milestones I'm trying to reach. To me, this is like a hobby, and to me, this is just for fun at this point now. Answer your question. There you go. There's your question. Now, I just don't get it. Why do you got to spend money to buy bots? Why do you got to spend money to buy views, comments, likes, dislikes, subscribers? Yes. But I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Because all this shit, the things that these people are desperately doing, to go to this lengths, that just shows straight laziness. That's laziness. That's desperation. And they're not about to hustle or grind. I'm sorry, not sorry, but the truth is the truth, man. People have just seemed to have lost their way in understanding how a lot of that works, man. And look, if I wanted to get this channel monetized, I'd go through all the hell. I'm more about just having fun and using my platform. If I get recognized, I get recognized. If I don't, I don't. It's okay. But all I want to do is be a voice actor and a comedian and be the light in this world for others and put my time and effort on different things that I'm doing. So it's a variety channel. My main course is funny, cringy, and stupid. And then on the side is random. So that's why I said variety. If people can't be authentic, if people can't do things in the right way, if people can't be about what they're saying about and they have to play a character, you're not doing anything right. You got people believing into your lies, you got people believing in your nonsense. That's not being true, and that's not even exactly living up to who you are, because most of the time people would care about where you come from, the story you're telling, and who you are, not just some character, because it's just some character. Because if people meet you in person one day, they go up and shake your hand or talk to you, have questions, and you come off as not the person you were presenting yourself online, that is a whole nother story, because that's all these people want to do. Buy the bots, buy the subscribers, buy the comments, buy the views, dislikes, likes, any bit of desperation to make it look like they're pulling huge numbers instead of figuring out how to use the system as it was tended to do. Especially when the trends started popping off, people started jumping on that, and that started to gain some numbers and traction, which also helped push certain videos in the algorithm, even though the algorithm is very weird, which is still a concept that I'm still trying to understand. Even though there's times where certain things will get pushed and it will get seen. It either takes the right kind of person, or sometimes it just will blow up on its own, or it's weird. It's all either ran by the AI or whoever's testing the system. So it's all one giant mess. So I mean, I'm still learning this, but if anything, y'all just be yourself, be who you are. Don't ever sell yourself short. Don't be a character just to get people to like you. Just be who you are. Y'all just y'all just gotta y'all just gotta keep your head together. Stay true. Never fold, and stay within your upbringing, and remember where your roots are. Because there's too many people out these days selling out and pretending to be something they ain't. That's why I'm staying independent and doing my thing. I love you guys, Walker Nation. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everybody watching and showing the support and coming in every day to watch me do these things and talk about these things. I'm just trying to be real. I'm just trying to be authentic as I've always been, and voice my opinion and talk about this, because this is getting ridiculous that I keep seeing this. I already talked about something else. I'm going to just keep talking about these kind of things because I do have a good bit of a grasp of knowledge on a little bit of what I've seen and know for myself. And plus, there has been plenty of scenarios that I've come across that I've heard other creators have spoken on, because most of the time, if those other creators speak on it and they show the receipts, then it's more than enough validation for me to talk about, because they do their research. And it's good, because that way, once you learn the information, you kind of absorb it. And plus, it makes more sense once you see it and do a little bit of research for yourself. And yeah, I do a little bit of research for myself as well. I do a little bit of research. It's just kind of shitty. It's just shit that so much of this platform has to do all this shit, but it's crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna pop off out of here. I'll catch y'all later, and be good to each other, guys. On the road to 5,000. Just share this thing out, and let's get some more people out here to kind of see what all I'm talking about. Y'all be good, everybody. I'll see y'all later.